a national champion. But speaking of champions, I think we really have to focus on what's currently going on in the NFL, and that is the conference championship games and the impending Super Bowl. Connor, you're a Patriots fan. You're a Pats guy. What do you make? And we talked a little bit about this before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
What do you make of this super, super unorthodox matchup with Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos?
I'm not as confident as most people are, and I think there's a good handful of Patriots fans that are with me on this. Jarrett Stidham was a draft pick by Bill Belichick. He sat behind Tom Brady for 2 years. He knows what it means to be a great quarterback in the NFL. He knows what it looks like. And I think when Sean Payton got hired, his very first, or maybe one of his very first, maybe it was his second signing, was Jarrett Stidham to be the backup quarterback. That says something. What else did he do? After that contract, when Jarrett Stidham was an impending free agent, he re-signed him immediately. What does that tell you? Sean Payton sees something in Jarrett Stidham and being a backup quarterback. He wants him as his backup. He knows if it hits the fan, this is who I want as my backup, Jarrett Stidham. He thinks that this guy is better than any backup quarterback in the NFL, that this is the guy that he wants. And I think another thing that scares me about this game going into Denver, first of all, the Patriots have not won a playoff game in Denver in 20 years. They've lost every single one.
Well, how many have there been, though?
There's been 2, but
okay.
It doesn't matter.
Mile High's always tough no matter what.
Mile High's hard. The Patriots do not have success in Denver. That scares me alone. The whole Sean Payton wants Jarrett Stidham as his quarterback. I don't like the narrative that Jarrett Stidham was a former Patriots draft pick. That's just like, to me, that's like, oh, that's such a good story if he wins the game. You know,
it's pretty scary.
But beyond that,
juju.
Beyond that, there's not much film on Jarrett Stidham. And the thing that scares me is he's been in the Sean Payton system for 4 years now. He knows the system very well. They're a very tight-knit team. I don't know if you've seen any of the behind the scenes. They're very tight-knit. Their quarterback room is like this.
Yes, I have seen it with the wives. I've seen that.
Yes.
I have seen that.
Their quarterback room is like this.
He's Bo Nix's best friend, right?
Exactly. He knows his system. Bo Nix is going to be in his ear all week long. And there's no film on the guy. Like, he's started 4 games in his career. Granted, it's a couple preseason games that there's film on, but there's not much. Like, we're going into this game blind, and I know Vrabel's going to put together a game plan, and we have an outstanding defense, but there's something about this game that scares me. And it screams Nick Foles run all over it.
I love that.
I
kind of love that. I'm sorry for you, but I really kind of love that.
Bro, it screams it. And don't get me wrong. If the Broncos were going against any other team, I'd be rooting for Jarrett Stidham. I loved the dude. I thought he was the future. I thought once Brady went, he was the guy. I genuinely did believe that.
Let me give you a very, very strange but niche comparison. It's gonna make sense to you. You know what a Chad innings eater is in baseball? It's the good-looking pitcher who like just is always posts. He throws innings and your fan base loves him. That guy for the Red Sox, let's say, that guy sometimes goes on a run. You saw it with Nick Foles. You saw it with one Rick Porcello, 2016 Cy Young Award winner.
Yep.
And did not deserve that whatsoever. For his entire career, he was a high 3.4 ERA guy. And now you have Jarrett Stidham, good-looking, backup quarterback. You see Nick Foles do it before. Do you like this Rick Porcello, Jarrett Stidham kind of narrative?
I do. I think, yeah. I think something about this game scares me. And I'm not, like, I'm confident as a Patriots fan. We have a phenomenal team. But Drake May, I don't know. Sophomore season.
I was going to say, let's focus on what the Patriots can control on the offensive end, and that is with their MVP hopeful quarterback. What needs to happen against that absolute stonewall of a Broncos defense.
Well, they need to set the tone early. They need to get the run game going. That's what they've been doing all year long. The tandem of Ramondre and Travion Henderson. I like that Travion Henderson's starting, and I think Ramondre plays a lot better when he's in the backup role, fighting for those extra reps. I've seen it time and time again when he was backing up Damian Harris back in 2021. He outplayed Damian Harris that season, though he was the backup. And the very next season, when Ramondre became the starter, he played worse. I think he has that mentality, and I think that when he plays the second role, that he is the better running back. But I love the speed. I love the speed we have on this team. We have Travion, you have Booty, you have Kyle Williams. There are some speedsters. We have some great route runners. You have Stephon Diggs, who can make absolutely the hardest catches possible. We've seen it time and time again this year.
But with that, and with the Broncos' front four being so good, with their entire defense being so good, and with Diggs being, obviously a little bit, he's notoriously known as being a little bit of a hothead, a little trash talker.
Yeah,
how does he fare against the best corner in the game, in Pat Surtain?
I think he's going to open up a lot of opportunities for other guys. Your Kyle Williams, your Kayshon Boutte, your Pop Douglas, your Efton Chisholm. I think he's going to take.
Does Efton Chisholm get playing time?
Of course he does. He had a touchdown in a playoff game, bro.
Oh, the prophecy is fulfilled. I absolutely love that guy in the preseason.
Bro,
that's great.
I've been begging for him to get reps all year. I love Efton Chisholm. But he's going to open up a lot of room for other guys. I think Vrabel's going to have him on a lot of deep routes all game just to take Pat Surtain out of the picture. I think he's going to want to get Pat Surtain as far away from the play as he possibly can, and I think Diggs is the guy to kind of distract him. I don't anticipate Diggs to have a huge game because of that.
I don't think I'm in complete agreement. I think that's the Broncos' best shot is to win this with their defense and keep this as low scoring a game as possible, and win it, go out 13-10 if they're going to in overtime. That's how they're going to do this, is with the defense. This historically great defense. Anyone can make the argument that it's the Broncos and the Texans. Those are obviously the two best defenses. You can take your pick which one you like better. Me personally, I like the defense that advanced to the AFC Championship game.
And on the flip side of that, the Patriots' defense is also outstanding. I mean,
it is.
Milton Williams, Harold Landry, Robert Spillane,
Christian Gonzalez, best one of them all.
Carlton Davis. I mean, the list goes on. There's studs at every single position on that defense that can get the job done and step up when they need to. Marcus Jones, he's your number 3 corner. He had a pick 6 last game.
He could return a punt, too, anytime.
And he can go deep for a touchdown.
Sure.
He's the only player in NFL history with a receiving pick 6 and a return TD in the same season. He's a Swiss Army knife. He's the Taysom Hill of the Patriots.
Listen, all these guys are great. Everything that we've said is great. To me, this game comes down to one thing, and it comes down to the best player on the field. To me, it's all about what Drake May does.
Exactly, Leo. And I think the leadership of him, I think he's turned into a leader throughout this season. I think Stephon Diggs has played a great role in bringing up the leadership of that team. I think Mike Vrabel's done an unbelievable job of instilling a mentality and a leadership aspect of this team. But I think Drake May has developed into the ultimate leader this year, and I think he leads by example, post-game interviews. He doesn't talk much. On to the next. We're on the Denver next. He's the Bill Belichick when it comes to press conferences. He's not going to acknowledge all the great that has happened. He's very low-key, and I love that about him. I think getting cocky and getting arrogant and acknowledging all the success you have, I think that's not a very good look. And I think when you're low-key about it, it's keep your head down and keep moving.
Honestly, it's kind of shaping up to be, and I think this would be really cool because you don't see this very often, the two front runners for the MVP clashing in the Super Bowl. I think that could be awesome. We haven't talked about the flip side,
I want to
the
talk
NFC.
about I want to talk about that.
at all, because this game is, oh my God. If it's anything like that Thursday night game toward the end of the regular season, we're in for a freaking treat, man.
Yeah, exactly. You have great offense versus great defense. I mean,
But you have two great offenses.
yeah, two great offenses. But
Yeah.
I mean, obviously for the Seahawks, the defense is better than the offense, but the offense is still great with Darnold. And with the NFC, I love both of these stories. You know, I would love to see Sam Darnold have success. I really would. After what happened with the Jets and everything he had to go through, seeing ghosts.
Yep.
Against the Patriots,
Yep.
you know,
Straight skinwalkers.
I would love for that dude to have success. I would love to see him in the Super Bowl. Granted, he would lose, but
Okay.
Just kidding, just playing around.
I almost said that he has the best receiver in the league with him, but he doesn't. He has the second best receiver in the league because the best receiver's on the other side, Puka.
Exactly my point.
And I was, but the whole year, I thought JSN was the best. And I think pound for pound, he is the best. When you factor in size and when you factor in the obvious route running, I've never seen a route runner like Jackson Smith and Jigba in my entire life. But when you factor in just pure wide receiver, just catching the ball, yak,
Toughness.
rack, whatever you want to call it, in physicality, it's Puka. It's all, and the stats back it up too.
Yeah.
Puka missed 2 games and only finished 90-something yards, 100 yards behind JSN.
Which is incredible. Puka Nacua is a great receiver. They have Devontae Adams on the other side of that, which is just an unbelievable tandem. Granted, Devontae Adams is a little older and he's slowing down, but
He's still Devontae. He's still
Devontae
man.
Adams,
He's still
dude.
Tay. That's my goat.
You know? But you have man-to-man coverage. Who are you going to? You're going to Devontae Adams 10 times out of 10. And, you know, that is why the Rams struggled so much against the Bears, is because they were playing zone defense that entire game because they didn't want Devontae Adams to make an impact, and he didn't. He was held to 2 or 3 catches for under 30 yards because they played zone coverage the entire game. And I think that's exactly what Mike McDonald's looking at.
Yeah, well, 100%. And I think, I don't know. Honestly, I just lost my train of thought, but I think it's going to be an amazing game.
Yeah.
I think that game is going to have just the ratings on that game, I think, are going to jump the Pats Broncos.
I mean,
just
before it even starts, it's gonna have like all-time viewership.
I can't wait for this game.
It's gonna beat the finals already.
I'm thinking of just that TikTok sound that was overplayed, just the Texas at Ohio State. I'm just thinking Seattle at Los Angeles,
Exactly.
or Los Angeles at Seattle.
You know what this is off topic. You know what I really used to love, talking about that the Texas at Ohio State, just that sound. Back in the day, the Al Michaels intro for Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Like the music and hearing Al Michaels' voice, it just, man, I used to love Al Michaels back in the day, man. A cold January night from Lumen Field.
All right, what are we doing?
Dude,
What are we
doing?
doing?
It brings back memories, dude.
I miss. You know what I miss? You know what? Let's go down a rabbit hole. I miss that old NBC score bug. You know the old NBC score bug, the one that was. I'm gonna try to get it on the camera, like the thin one that went all across the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
That score bug was an all.
Are you talking about the one they used for the 2017 Super Bowl?
No. I'm talking more like 2015, like 2014. Like the NBC one.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just. We can maybe put a graphic up on this as well. This one. This one right here.
Yes.
That one. I absolutely love that one. And I think the new one is pretty solid. I'm a scorebug guru. I'm a scorebug connoisseur, scorebug enthusiast, whatever you want to call it. I actually think scorebugs are making a comeback now. I think the ESPN College Football Playoff scorebug, I think that one's phenomenal.
Yes.
I think it's the best they've had in years.
Yes.
I absolutely love that one. I think the Fox MLB one is okay. I don't mind that one. It's got a little too much going on for me in such a small, tight package in the corner. But I can go on for days about this. But, like, you know. We could have a whole segment on score bugs. My all-time favorite, though, just lasting thought. The Fox Super Bowl one when it was Pats Giants when David Tyree made the catch on Fox.
Fox has had some great score bugs over the
Oh,
years.
they really have. Fox does it right. That's my dream network for play-by-play. The new one it could use some work, but that one in the Super Bowl when David Tyree made that catch, the one.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that one, dude.
Yeah, you're right. That's
You know what's a great score bug is the one from the 2015 Super Bowl on Fox, or CBS. My apologies.
CBS is solid.
CBS is.
I'm typing that in. Give me a second. The Broncos Panthers?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a classic.
That's a great one. That's a
classic for sure. Nothing wrong with it.
I feel like the 2015 to 2017 era of score bugs is just all great across the board. Fox, NBC, ESPN, CBS. I do not like the brand new Fox score bug for the NFL.
Oh no, it's terrible.
It has like the
Fortnite font.
It's the Fortnite font along with the background for it is. There's no background. It's just the letters on the screen, and then you can see the field in the back. Granted, whoever's watching this podcast right now is gonna have no idea what we're talking about because I'm gonna have to put a graphic up on the screen or something because like they're like score bugs. Like I bet people are like, what's even a score bug?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. It's what makes the game awesome to watch. That and the commentary. That's why we do what we do.
ESPN's had some great ones for basketball too over the years.
Yes.
Do you remember the old school one? That one hits.
That reminds me of like
this one was
old
great
2K,
too,
bro.
Yeah, this one was great too.
Oh,
this one. When they use this for college, dude, this one that's one of my all-time favorites. That's like 2015, 2014 probably.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think for me, like 2010 to 2014, that's the best score bug era ever. But they're making a comeback. Okay.
Enough of score bugs.
Enough of football.
Give me your Super Bowl prediction, and then let's move on to the MLB.
Super Bowl prediction? Give me
a matchup.
Oh yeah, I'm giving you a
matchup winner MVP.
Yeah, I'm giving you. Give me the Rams over the Patriots. Give me. That's gonna be a fun one if that's the matchup. Give me 31-28. Harrison Mevis, the thicker kicker, walk-off field goal. Puka Nacua, MVP.
Puka, I'm sorry, not Stafford.
Well, that's the thing is like if Puka has 200 yards, Stafford should win the MVP because he's throwing him the ball. But Puka's Puka, bro. I'm sorry. I'm biased. I love him. I love the guy.
Valid. Let's see. So going Patriots
over.
Patriots. I'm gonna go Seahawks in this one. Patriots over Seahawks. Score.
That score could be low.
Yeah, it very well could. Two great defenses.
Yeah.
Great offenses as well. But I think both teams, their defense outshines their offense.
Two defensive coaches as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give me the Patriots in that one. Let's go 24-21.
That's honestly high scoring. I would go like 17-14, but I like it. I mean, I want
You think it's gonna be
offense.
another 2018? I just don't see. I'm not gonna pick that because I don't want to see that.
No, of course nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody does.
21-24. Let's go to the Pats. MVP.
Gotta be Drake, right?
It's got to be Drake. But if we're gonna go low scoring, if I did that like that 14-17 thing, I think I'd go MVP probably like Robert Spillane or something like that, or like Milton Williams.
Well, okay, if Milton Williams gets 5 sacks in the game, maybe.
And he's entirely capable of doing that, granted.
But that's what it has to be for a defensive player to win the MVP. They have to get like a pick 6 and nothing else has to happen. You know who could win if that's the matchup? You know who could win the MVP? Travion Henderson. If he breaks 2 long touchdowns,
that's true.
He could easily
be very
the
capable.
MVP. Oh, he's the most capable.
One of the fastest guys in the NFL.
We were waiting until week 10 for it to happen, and as soon as he got put in, bang, 68
like
yarder,
that, yeah.
bang, 75 yarder. Like you in his first real opportunity as a starter.
Everyone saw that in their fantasy matchups too.
Oh yeah, yours truly, and yeah, you went against it too.
Exactly.
All right,
On to the MLB.
Last and final segment on this long 2-hour, by the way, second edition of the Tec'd podcast, the MLB offseason. Oh boy, Connor Tacone, Kyle Tucker signs with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Who else? 4 years, $240 million, second highest AAV aside from his teammate Shohei Ohtani.
Something's got to give, man. Something's got to give. I think everybody who is a fan of baseball, and maybe you don't even have to be a fan of baseball, is just sick of watching the Dodgers throw money out to everyone they can. Like their payroll this year is, I think, $522 million.
Wow.
$500 million for a team that has, how many players are on an MLB team?
About
Like 18 or something like that?
no. It's about it's a 27.
Oh, yeah. What am I
26.
kidding?
Uh,
I'm not thinking
26.
pitchers. Wow, that was bad.
That's okay. Well,
You know how
you've
many-
been sitting here in the same place for 2 hours.
You know how many
just talking.
times I've played franchise in the show and had to cut my roster down to 27?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
By the way, that payroll is not including the $68 million that would be paid to Shohei Ohtani because he's only making $2 million a year until he retires.
Yeah.
So, go figure. Take that as you will. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
It's
I've even
ridiculous.
talked to a few Dodger fans who think that this is greedy. Like, this is another level of... And you know what the scariest part is? These rumors have been flirted out in the past couple of days. I think you know what I'm about to say. Tarek Skubal might not be a Tiger, and I'm really, really worried about him ending up in Los Angeles. Because if that happens, mark my words, I'm a baseball purist. I genuinely might boycott. Because what is the point for a team that's won back-to-back championships to add Kyle Tucker, who's going to bat second and third for them every day, and the best pitcher in the back-to-back Cy Young winner? What is the point of watching? Unless everyone gets hurt. There's no point in watching the World Series.
I think
There's
this
no
is why we're
point in
gonna have a
watching the regular
lockout.
season. That is on our list.
Yeah.
And I need to do more research in this because,
Me too.
frankly, I just don't want to believe it. I don't want to go a full year, my senior year of college, without a baseball season. It would break
Do
my
you think
heart.
it would last the entire year?
Well, they would discontinue the 2027 season. That's what I've seen, and it's because of what, salary caps.
It's entirely valid. I'm with the Players Association side on this.
100%.
I mean, I'm not in favor of a lockout, but I'm in favor of change, which by default makes me in favor of a lockout, because there has to be change. It simply cannot go on like this. You can't have a team there needs to be something that happens, and there needs to be a salary cap put in place, because you can't just have Elon Musk out here, for example, throwing his entire life savings into an MLB franchise.
Yes.
Just because he has the money. It's other teams cannot keep up. And if this keeps going on like that, when we get to All-Star weekend, or the MLB doesn't do it on a weekend, they do it midweek, but you know what I mean. When we get to the All-Star break, the entire All-Star team is going to be all Dodgers in the National League. And there may not even be an All-Star team for the American League because they're all going to be on the Dodgers.
Look at the NFL. The Chiefs were that team. They were that dynasty. But in their defense, all their talent was homegrown. They
Yes.
drafted Mahomes. They drafted Kelsey. They drafted Tyreek Hill. They drafted Isaiah Pacheco. They drafted Kareem Hunt. They drafted that O-line. And they drafted most, if not all, of their defense. That's not their fault that they're all so damn good for all those years. That's my issue. And look, as soon as they fall off the table, look at it's been the most wide open playoffs ever. It's been unpredictable. There is not one standout team. The 1 seeds are the Broncos and the Seahawks. They're not even the best teams in their conference, not even close. And you look at that, and it's so much more. Isn't it more fun to watch?
Yes,
this year's
100%.
playoffs. How much more fun is it to watch? And in the
1000%.
MLB, look at the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, not homegrown. Kyle Tucker, not homegrown. Teoscar Hernandez, not homegrown. Mookie Betts, not homegrown. Everybody. Did I say Teoscar Hernandez? I probably did. Yeah. The only homegrown guys are Kike Hernandez and Max Muncy. Sure, Blake Snell, not homegrown. Yamamoto, nope.
Is Gavin Lux still on the team?
No, he was on the Reds, and he actually just got traded to the Rays. But
Will Smith, though.
Okay, Will Smith, sure.
But I'm not defending the Dodgers.
You
what
understand
am I
my
doing?
point. But all those guys that I mentioned, Tucker, Ohtani, Yamamoto, Snell, Glasnow, everyone those are their highest paid players.
Roki Sasaki.
So sure, those are their highest paid players. And it's because it's for a reason. This cannot go on.
Exactly.
This cannot go on. They've already ruined baseball. Don't let it happen again. I don't want a lockout, but by God, there needs to be a salary cap. There has to be a salary cap. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
And having a salary cap forces you to have homegrown talent.
Exactly.
Because you can't pay everybody in the world. You can't fill a roster with the most expensive players. You have to grow talent in your farm system and build up your farm system. It forces you to trade away those players that are aging on $40 million contracts that are expiring because you can't just resign them the next year because your salary is at its cap. You have to then go and turn to your farm system where you have a player that's signed for less than $1 million. You can't. It forces you to have homegrown talent and build within your own system rather than going out and just grabbing whoever's out there for the most amount of money. And it creates an equal playing field for the rest of the league, whereas it's quite literally pay to win right now.
And it's unbelievable. They're making these big market teams look like the Rays or the Pirates or any small market team. Think about it. What have the Yankees done this offseason? Let 2 of their bullpen guys walk? Sure. Not re-signing Cody Bellinger.
They're going to let him walk.
They're going to let him walk. The Mets just handed out the biggest contract in MLB history last season, and all of a sudden they look panicked because they can't pay Pete Alonso, and they panic pivoted to Bo Bichette, which I actually kind of like that move. But the point is, the Mets thought they were getting Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
And then Andrew Friedman, because he can, was like, oh, you know what? I'll pay $60 million for a guy that hits 270 with 25 home runs. Like, by the way, I am not a Kyle Tucker fan.
Yeah.
I don't. He's not worth that. It's an insane overpay. But you still get all-star level production in your outfield, which was occupied by Michael Conforto before that. So obviously it's an upgrade, but Kyle Tucker is an average defender. He does not hit like Aaron Judge or Roman Anthony.
I love that.
Roman Anthony's twice the player Kyle Tucker is.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation for another day. We'll get that. We'll get to that by the All-Star break.
I'm gonna get actually into a little Roman Anthony conversation in a little bit.
Really?
We get to award predictions, but
oh, you stole my pick.
No, I'm not predicting it.
Okay.
Well, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
Anyways,
we've made our points. I don't want to talk about all this negative stuff. I love baseball. I love it for what it is. Please restore it to its former glory. Owners.
Something needs to change. And last little cookie here. Having homegrown talent on your team, from a fan perspective, I love homegrown talent.
It's more fun.
Bro, it makes it like these players, I love watching them. I love watching our Jarren Duran, our Roman Anthony, our Marcelo Meyer. Yeah. Because I've been so excited about them coming up from the farm system for so long that it makes you love these players too, because you go, okay, he's our guy. Like we built this guy from the ground up.
I got chills when Brian Bayo made his first start.
Yes.
Now he's our 4th starter, and it's the same damn thing with Mookie Betts. Guy was such a fun prospect to watch. came up and immediately just became the face of Boston baseball. Xander Bogaerts, same thing.
That's why Brian Bayo is probably my favorite pitcher on the Red Sox.
What?
Just
because?
No, he's
Come on.
not good. He's not that good.
Come on.
But solely because he's a homegrown talent, and I love homegrown talent. And I watched the behind-the-scenes documentary from last year where he blows up one of his starts, and he goes in the locker room, and he starts smashing things, and he's only speaking Spanish to the guys he knows that speak Spanish, and everyone else is like, what the hell's going on with this guy? And it's like, dude, I love watching that stuff because it makes you love the players.
And did you also see in that in-season documentary the reason he's so upset and freaks out so much was because his wife and kid were stuck back in the Dominican because they couldn't spend time with their dad and
It's
husband.
so sad, dude.
It's so sad.
And it makes
they're
you
they're
love
here
that
now.
player, dude.
Oh, 100%. I love him. I absolutely love him. And that's and it also the homegrown talent identifies your town as a baseball town.
Yes.
Boston has always been revered and looked at as a baseball town. But the Dodgers, it's a lot like, and that's why, Connor, I'm thinking of just not being a Laker fan anymore because it's the same energy with the Lakers as it is the Dodgers. These fans, they don't really know what they're talking about.
Exactly.
And they're just like, oh, Shohei Ohtani is the greatest player ever. That's cool. He is.
But
You're not.
what do you know about
You
him?
don't watch a regular season game on TV. You'll go to one game a year, post it on Instagram, and then watch when they're in the World Series. And that's the majority of Dodger fans. I'm sorry.
Half of them don't even know he played for the Angels before that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, he came from Japan. No, he didn't. He spent, 6 years as an Angel?
And that's where he became the greatest player of all time.
Yes.
Is on the Angels.
Yes. Well, 50 home runs, 50 bags is...
Yeah, that solidified it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That
Yeah.
solidified it. But bro, I remember I went to an Angels game 3 years ago with my cousins in town from Boston, and I literally said to them, I believe Shohei Ohtani, when it's all said and done, will be the greatest player of all time. 5 minutes later, he comes up to bat, first pitch home run, dead center.
Was this against the Red Sox?
It was against the Pirates.
You went to an Angels-Pirates game?
Because my cousins were in town, they wanted to go to a baseball game. So
Okay,
it was
okay.
our only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think we went to the Padres game the next day too.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, they played the Pirates right after they went to Anaheim. Saw literally the same team, but
I saw Shohei Ohtani pitch against the Red Sox
really
on the Angels. He
I did-
shoved
yeah.
eight innings, 1 run, 2 hits.
exactly.
Like,
It's like, dude,
and
this
that was when
dude-
he was a starting pitcher.
Yeah,
Like he hasn't even pitched. He hasn't even been a starting pitcher.
yeah.
These past couple
The
years.
dude is literally insane. But let's get on to our division winner predictions.
Yes. Feed it to me. Let's go. Let's start in the National League. Let's just start in the National League West. We both know what's going to happen there. Dodgers could win 100.
Just not pick the Dodgers.
No, we have to. How many games? What's the
Over-under?
over/under? What is it? 107 and
I was gonna go
107.5.
104.
That's the line.
No, that's what I was gonna go.
Over.
You think
They're gonna-
overall- dude? If
They're gonna
if-
win
if-
110
if-
minimum.
If they
110
win
minimum.
Over 107 games,
They're going to.
there's a chance I may never watch baseball again unless something happens. Because that is just ridiculous. You think?
But they could always they could lose it. Like one guy gets hurt during the World Series. Like Yamamoto goes down right before the World Series. You could beat that team. You could still find a way to pitch around that team.
Yeah.
But assuming everyone stays healthy, and obviously we want that. I think the Dodgers win 110
Yeah.
games.
And just
First team to do it since the Mariners.
real quick, I want to note on the Padres real quick. I think they're on a steep decline.
Oh, me too. I think
there's been
screwed.
a lot of internal controversy recently.
Yeah.
Especially with the Schilt situation, which is very scary when you look at it. He stepped down as the Padres manager, and everyone thought he was going to retire.
Instead,
and
he takes a coaching role with the Giants, right?
The Orioles, yeah.
Oh, the Orioles. Excuse
Yeah.
me. Yeah, wrong. Orange and black team.
But everyone's turning heads and going, "Whoa! I thought this dude just wanted to retire. What's going on in San Diego now that he wanted to step down?" Granted, I did see a clip of him at a press conference. He said, "I was tired of being the principal. I wanted to go back to being the teacher."
Yep.
Which, okay, but is that just a media answer for what he really thinks?
I guess we'll never know. But I mean, Craig Stammen, new Padres manager.
Former Padre.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know how that's going to pan out. I don't think he has much coaching experience. Granted, he retired like 1 or 2 years ago.
I think the Padres potentially could get 4th place in that division. I think the Giants are going to surprise people.
Bad contracts. They're aging.
They might trade Mason Miller.
They might. Who knows what Manny's going to do this year? He kind of hit a little decline last year. He didn't get to 30 home runs. Tatis, oh boy, great defense, but he's got to pick up the bat, man. I think he finished around like he may have finished below 250 last year.
He did.
And
I'm pretty sure he hit 247.
Yeah,
but
and man,
AJ Preller, all these crazy trades are coming back to bite him. All of a sudden, it looks like.
But we also said that like 3 years ago too. So who knows?
He is a madman, and he could make something happen. But that Mason Miller trade, I'm not sure about that one.
Well,
you trade away Leo DeVries, you trade away all those guys, and
your best prospect. You dump the farm system. Granted, you have Ethan Salas, which
that guy is not good. That guy's the Ryan Williams of minor league baseball.
Yeah, literally. He was good at 16 years old, but ever since then,
he hasn't hit over 200.
Yeah,
he's. I'm sorry, that guy's not going to be that good.
The good thing for him is he has time to develop. He has a lot of time to develop.
Well, he's 18, but
he's still got.
But Juan Soto was a big leaguer at 19, and Ethan Salas is nowhere near the big leagues. But enough about the Padres. Let's go NL Central. You want me to start? You want to take this one because I know who I got.
It's either the Cubs or the Brew Crew.
Obviously.
Let's go Cubs.
It's the Cubs.
Yeah.
I love the Brewers. I love Pat Murphy. I love the system they run. There is still a chance, by the way, they could trade Freddie Peralta. If that happens, I think it's 100% the Cubs. But right now, with Peralta still as their ace, the Brewers always have a shot. But that run last year, you saw the Dodgers completely just eliminate that. They swept them.
Yeah.
And it's because those guys, there's not a lot of experience. Pat Murphy was really the main reason why when it's his system, everyone bought in. But you don't see that becoming a dynasty that much in the MLB. You have Yelich, who could hit 280 with 35 home runs, or he could hit 220 with 15 home runs and get hurt and end his season. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the rest of those guys, they're all scrappy. I love Bryce Terang. I love William Contreras. I love Jackson Churio. But aside from that, you trade away Isaac Collins. By the way, I don't know what that trade was. I loved Isaac Collins. You trade him for Angel Zerpa, one of the worst relievers on the Royals. I didn't understand that move from the second it was made. I don't know what that was. Isaac Collins was a Rookie of the Year candidate. What was that? I don't know what that was. But then you go to the other side. Let's look at the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, I hate him, but he's great. Pete Crow Armstrong, Alex Bregman, Michael Busch, Nico Horner, unless he's a Red Sox, which I'm really hoping that could be a possibility. Ian Happ still, and then that rotation is so nice. Edward Cabrera, Shota Imanaga, Cade Horton. Cade Horton could be the best one of the lot, by the way. Matt Boyd, Team USA, All-Star. And you got bullpen guys. You need a little bullpen. That's where I'm a little worried about them. But the Bregman signing anchors that lineup so well.
Yes.
Like, they have so much depth now, and they have a perfect balance of speed, power, contact, base running. Like, you want a guy that's going to get on base and make contact with the ball and play, not strike out, Nico Horner. You want a guy that's going to electrify the crowd, Pete Crow Armstrong. You want a veteran that's going to uplift the team in every single moment and hit home runs and play great defense, Alex Bregman. You want a leadoff hitter that's going to hit probably 30 home runs, Michael Busch, and play great first base as well. Carson Kelly, and Moises Ballesteros. Be on the lookout. Young catcher, just came up last year. I love the way the Cubs are structured. I think with that rotation and the balance and depth of that lineup, I think they win 95 to 97 games and take that division by storm.
All right. The next division in the National League.
NL East.
I know my pick. I know. Huh?
the last division of the National League. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think
I'm going Braves.
you're going Braves.
Yeah.
I was gonna
After the offseason they had,
I was gonna say that as a dark horse. I don't know, man.
could go Phillies.
I
but
I just Philly's inevitable.
it's not the Mets, that's for sure.
Give me your pitch on the Braves. I want to hear this. Convince me.
They had a great offseason.
What'd they do?
They signed Yastrzemski. Let's see.
Is that a great offseason?
I'm getting the list.
Okay.
Robert Suarez, Mike Yastrzemski.
Okay.
Yastrzemski. Oh my goodness.
You're a Red Sox fan.
Yastrzemski.
There you go.
Gosh.
There you go.
They re-signed Ha-Seong Kim, but he just got hurt in Korea. Actually, he fell on the ice
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
he hurt his hand, which is just brutal.
Is Ha-Seong Kim really? Like, why is he getting paid $20 million a year? By the way, what was that?
I don't know. I'm actually as the Padres are my number 2 team. I'm happy they didn't resign him because that was just a bad contract. Granted, they signed Jake Cronenworth, which is no better. They got Mauricio Dubon, Raisel Iglesias, Tyler Kinley. They had a pretty good offseason.
I don't know, man.
But now that I'm thinking about it, though, those additions don't really add up to much. When you
Acuna,
consi-
Olsen, Albies,
Yeah.
and Riley, like they're always gonna be there. But like, Acuna is
But
not
Matt Olson
bulletproof.
has to pick it up this year. That's the real one. It's like he didn't have a very good year last year, and that team has to play together. And granted, they're gonna have Acuna for a whole year now.
Okay, but that's not a guarantee. That man is nowhere near bulletproof, and the team rides with him. If he goes down with another one of those knees,
That's true.
He's torn both ACLs. Like, it's not a guarantee that he plays 150 games. And
true.
I really hope it is, because when he's right and he's healthy,
Electric.
You could argue he's the best hitter in the National League. Like, that guy is unbelievable. I love watching him play. But I actually, I do like the rotation. I love how young all those guys are. Schwellenbach is awesome.
What's happening with Marcelo Zuna?
He's on their team. He's their DH.
He's a free agent. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's not. No, I don't think he's a free agent. But anyway, while you're looking that up, Schwellenbach, Smith-Shawver,
wow.
Strider.
He's unsigned.
Marcelo Zuna's a free agent?
He's still not signed either, which is.
I mean, he really hit a rock wall going
He
into
did.
the second half last year. First half, he looked like the man. But also there's the off-field stuff with him. And it just I see you looking up Michael Harris on Baseball Reference right now, and that is a huge X factor because that guy is so inconsistent, and I want him to be consistent so bad. Defensively, you get, like, somewhat of a Cedar Rafaela out there. Like, he's nails. He's awesome, super fun to watch. But I think, you know what? Now that their number 2 is on our side, I don't know how much I like the Phillies anymore. All those guys
Yeah.
are not those guys aren't getting any younger.
No.
Trey Turner is
Schwarber,
Harper.
Realmuto.
Stott is a question mark with the bat.
Yeah, I
Though
liked him a couple years ago, but
You know what, though? With Zach Wheeler, if he figures out the blood clot stuff, which I think he will, the 1-2 with him and Christopher Sanchez, who is going to finish the year as a top 5 starter, mark my words. That guy is ridiculous when he's on. Those guys paired together are very tough, but what comes after that? Is it Andrew Painter coming up midway through the year? Because it should have been Ranger Suarez, but he's over here.
yeah.
Now. And the bullpen? I don't like that bullpen.
No.
I really
it's a
don't.
scary
They have
situation
not
for
addressed
Philly.
it either.
I think their championship window just suddenly closed on them.
I thought last year. I thought they were going to beat the Dodgers. I really did.
Yeah, I think
The way Schwarber was going.
we went to that championship odds. But let's go to the American League West.
Oh, hold on.
My bad.
Do the Mets have a chance? That big 3 is fun. Lindor, Soto, Bichette, every single game. Those guys all stay healthy. I mean, Bichette kind of had the knee thing. but-
Lindor is a big. Can he keep producing?
Yes.
We saw what he did a couple years ago.
He's
He fell
always
off a
gonna be.
cliff.
He's always gonna be 5 WAR. He's always going to be 4 to 5 or better.
Losing Pete Alonso really scares me. I don't think Bichette can fill that gap.
Not with the home runs, but he fills the strikeout void. Bichette's going to hit over 285 most likely. And Juan Soto is Juan Soto at the end of the day. I do worry about that team's defense. I don't like it. Bichette is really not a good defender.
Yeah.
He was a bad shortstop. I don't think he's going to fare well at all if he's playing third base over there. I mean, and they've just got some question marks. Francisco Alvarez is a question mark. Brett Beatty's a question mark. Tyrone Taylor is if like the Red Sox were trusting Rob Refsnyder to play every single day against righties and lefties. Like, you can't survive with that.
Exactly.
I mean, and Marcus Semien, I'm sorry, he's a question mark now. Like, you forget that he's their second baseman now, but he's a question mark.
It's been 3 years since he was great.
And I love Nolan McLean. I like Jonah Tong, but those guys are rookies. Who anchors the rotation? And does Devin Williams really become that guy in the bullpen? Does Luke Weaver really become that guy in the bullpen for them? Like, they walked from the Yankees for a reason, because Devin Williams completely lost his mind. I don't know what happened. And it's tough. I honestly don't know who to pick in that division. Like, part of me wants to just say the hell is frozen over and I want to take the Marlins. Because I'm serious. I genuinely like the Marlins. Yeah. I'm not even joking. I'm not like
I'm out on them.
I get it, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but just don't be surprised if they somehow sneak in. Like 84 wins, 85 wins, and they get that wild card spot. Their lineup is better than you think, bro.
And Sandy cost them in a wild card game.
Sure. Losing Cabrera sucks, but think about it. You have Alcantara, you have Yuri Perez, who could have, if he stays consistent and stays healthy, he could be a force. But this lineup is good, bro. I'm telling you. Otto Lopez, Jacob Marcy, Owen Casey, who they traded Edward Cabrera for, Augustine Ramirez behind the plate. Jake Berger.
Yeah.
Like, this is like these are people, bro. Like, this could happen.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, they could randomly make this crazy Cinderella run. Like
possible.
After like what if they rip off 12 in a row and they're 500 at the All-Star break? All of a sudden you're like, oh, like stuff like that happens every year. I'm not saying division winner, but I might just say they're in the playoffs, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
It could be a pick. Could be a wild card pick. All right, let's move on to the American League West.
Yes,
I'm going with the Angels. No, I'm kidding.
It's obvious. That one's
Angels get last place. I'll take that.
Well, this is a no-brainer. It's the Mariners.
Yeah, 100%. Astros are
who gets
on
second?
A steep decline.
Who gets second? Because I have the answer. I think
I'm gonna go Rangers.
No.
Are you gonna go A's?
Yeah.
With that duo?
With that duo, it's like a quartet.
Really?
Lawrence Butler, Jacob Wilson,
Butler.
Nick Kurtz.
Oh, dude, I forget about some of the names they have.
Dude, the A's are gonna be okay. I swear, it's really all on the pitching. But in that division, I think the Rangers are gonna be weak. I think the Angels are obviously gonna be weak.
The Astros are done.
I don't think. I mean, the Astros. By the way, I want to get to that when we talk Sox. They could. There's a world where they trade Isak Paredes to the Sox for like minor leaguers, which would be great for us, I think, because of he hits the ball in the air. Okay, anyway, yeah, I think the A's could get second in that division. I think it's a change of the times. They're going to Vegas next year, right? 2027.
See, their stadium is being built in Vegas. See, I've done some research on this. Their stadium's being built in Vegas. It's currently under construction. They're slated to move there. They've announced everything, but permits have not been approved for the move to Vegas.
Is that right?
Yeah, but they've started construction on the stadium.
Really?
Is it the permit by the owners or MLB Vegas permits not up. MLB's Oakland A's faced a setback when the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office denied their applications for a Las Vegas Athletics. Okay, so that's just a trademark thing, but
I didn't. By the way, I know you're talking about that, but I didn't mention two guys, Brent Rooker and Shea Langoliers.
Wow.
They've got some that's a lineup. I'm sorry, that's a great lineup. And then what if Leo DeVries shoots through the minor leagues and comes up toward the end of the year? Like, it happens. It can happen. Tyler Soderstrom. This lineup is great, bro.
Yeah, it is.
This
pretty
lineup
good,
is
now that I think about
awesome.
it. Give me the A's.
Yeah.
Actually. No, give me the A's. All right, real quick. We're going on 3 hours here, bro.
Yeah, let's finish this up. We got AL Central.
AL Central.
The worst division in baseball. I don't even know.
I mean,
who
it's
to pick in this.
If the Tigers retain Skubal, give me the Tigers. I like the Royals a lot.
The Royals are interesting because there's a world where there's a world where they're not done and like make a move for a Jarren Duran. Like
I could very well see that too, and that's what scares me.
It scares me too, but the Royals pitching is weird. I feel like they have the exact same team as they did last year, and Bobby Witt honestly didn't. That's a down year for Bobby Witt standards.
Yeah,
like Bobby Witt should be hitting 320 with like 25, 30 bombs and a Gold Glove. You know what I'm saying? But actually, you know what? I think they're more complete than the Tigers are, especially with Isaac Collins too. Isaac Collins is going to turn heads. Give me the Royals. Give me the Royals to win it because I dislike the Tigers so much.
That's fair.
I dislike Riley Green. I dislike Spencer Torkelson. I hate Javier Baez. I don't like them. I'm sorry. Those guys, I'm not saying they're bad players. I just don't enjoy them.
I'm not gonna lie. I liked seeing Javi have some success last year.
It all came against us. That was a nightmare. That
didn't
series
all come against us.
it was all against the Red Sox in that one series, and then like a couple series before and after that. And it was this 1 month stretch, and everyone voted him as an all-star starter. When
I
the guy's
voted him
hitting
as an all-star
250.
starter.
Why? He's hitting 250 with average defense.
Dude,
in center
it wasn't
field.
that bad.
Do you want to bet?
He did not fin.
What's his numbers?
Okay, but to be fair,
What are his
the
numbers?
previous 3 years hit 238, 222, and 184. To jump to 257.
How many home runs?
It actually doesn't even say on here. Let's go to Pro Baseball Reference. 12 homers. Okay, whatever.
He had an
bro.
87 OPS plus. 87. League average is 100. This guy's 13% below league average hitter. And he's not some platinum glover out in center field.
Okay, bro.
I'm sorry.
Sadon
Metrics don't lie.
Sadon should have been an all-star. Whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
AL East.
Red Sox.
Are you saying that out of because
Pure
you're a Red
bias.
Sox- pure bias?
Pure bias.
I'm
can't.
gonna be realistic.
Toronto?
I love the Reds. No, it's the Orioles.
What? No, it's the Blue Jays or the Red Sox. Who is pitching for the Baltimore Orioles? Who is on the mound? Please tell me a name. Kyle Bradish?
I was gonna say Bradish.
He's made of glass. And even if he does pitch
Shane
okay,
Baz.
5 ERA.
Let's see.
He's got potential, but everyone's been saying that
Kyle
for 5
Bradish,
years.
Trevor Rogers, Shane Baz, Zach Eflin. I like.
Okay, Trevor Rogers actually is pretty good. Zach Eflin?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know what? It's not as bad as I thought. The AL is just so damn good, man.
Dude,
I'm
it's
so
bad.
frightened. I'm so
But
frightened.
if Adley has a good year, they got Pete Alonso, Holiday's on the rise, Jordan Westburg.
Holiday's not on. I'm sick of this Jackson Holiday Nepo baby.
He had a
shit.
good year last year. You can't deny that.
He just
Obviously, you got Gunner.
He doesn't
They got
scare
Taylor
me.
Ward. You have Colton Cowser. They have Tyler O'Neill, who I freaking love, man.
I don't know what happened to him last year. Okay, and then Pete Alonso.
They're not a bad team.
They're
man.
a really good team.
and
They're a really good team.
And I think they had a really fluky year last year where they shouldn't have been last in the division at all. Adley had a horrible year.
Adley's not good, but that's another topic for another day. Okay, so that lineup is Holiday, Henderson, Alonso, Ward, Westberg, Kauser. Who am I missing?
It's better than having Masataka Yoshida in your lineup, dude.
No, that lineup is really good. That lineup is great. Like, I'll admit it. Did I say Taylor Ward? Probably. Samuel Basayo. That guy's a behemoth.
It's a scary team.
Okay, that team's really good.
Exactly, dude. It's a scary team to look at on paper. I think the Yankees are not going to be nearly as good as they were.
Yankees are 4th place in my opinion.
Yeah, I got. It's first place Orioles, and then between second and third is between Red Sox and Blue Jays. Rays are obviously going to be last.
The Blue Jays are going to enter the year as the favorite, though. You know that, right? They just went to the World Series and they got Dylan Cease.
Dude, I don't think they can replicate that. Dylan Cease is not as good as everybody thinks he is. They lost Bo Bichette. Dylan Cease had like I don't even know what his ERA last year was, but I'm pretty sure it was above 4.
But they got Okamoto. They got Cody Ponce. Be on the lookout for Cody Ponce. I'm not saying he's a game changer or anything, but 17-1 with like a 1 ERA in the KBO, that says a lot. With a revamped kick change, that lineup is still that lineup though. I mean, Springer, I don't see George Springer doing whatever the hell he did last year. I never saw that coming. I love George Springer too, but batting 300 with 30 homers and being like the greatest athlete in Toronto. You got Springer, you got Vladdy, you got like I love Ernie Clement, but it's Ernie Clement. You got Barger, you got Varsho, you got Nathan Lucas, you got Kirk, whose middle name is Charlie, by the way. But
is it actually?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I know.
And you got a guy on the Texans named Charlie Kirk too.
Oh my god. Stop. Okay, we've gone on for way too long.
All right, this thing needs to wrap up, dude.
Award predictions, real quick.
Oh, I forgot about award predictions. All right, to make things interesting,
let's go Cy Young.
Cy Young, but
NL
if
and
we're
AL.
picking MVP, when we pick MVP, I'm not allowing any Judge or Ohtani.
Well, yeah, I agree. Oh, that I wasn't gonna pick that
because that's just boring. They're obviously MVP. Cy Young, NL. I'm going
Skeens.
Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
All right, I'll go Paul Skeens back to back.
Yeah, I could see that happening as well. He's probably my pick, but I just want to make it interesting.
No, I mean that makes sense.
AL. I mean, I want to pick Crochet.
It's a no-brainer. It's Garrett Crochet.
I hope he can replicate that, but. MVP, my NL MVP is Juan Soto.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He hit 40 home runs last year. He stole... How many bases did he steal? It was a lot. It was not a Juan Soto...
Did he really steal bases?
Dude.
But Connor's defense. His defense is so bad. Like
I think when it comes to MVP, they don't really care about that. They care about home runs.
That's true. Ohtani did win it as a DH, so... Now that I think about it, I mean, I was just going to go Ohtani for...
He had 105 RBIs. He had 127 walks. He had... Wow, that's crazy. 127 walks. 43 home runs. Where's the steals? Leo Warnoff?
Yes.
How many bags do you think Juan Soto stole last year?
I saw it like a thing. He stole 30, right?
38.
Yeah. Wow. That's how. That's crazy.
He's my MVP. Who's your AL MVP? Go first.
Roman Anthony.
I don't even want to say it because I don't want to put it out there.
Me neither.
Year 2 Roman Anthony, dude. That dude has some serious power on him. Let me tell you, dude.
Bro, but it's like everything. He's so complete, and I just feel like the one thing he did wrong, if he did anything wrong last year, was he didn't get the ball in the air enough. What did we see with James Wood from the Nationals? The exact same thing, and he hit 29 home runs, like
the All-Star,
like right around the All-Star break. The dude was going nuclear. Roman Anthony's going to do the exact same thing, and he's going to bat over 300. and he's going to play above average defense in left field. Like, I'm sorry.
Do you think
It's
he's playing
biased.
left?
Yeah, because Abreu has to play right.
Where's Jaron?
Either off the team or the DH, or either off the team or he's the DH. Sadon has to play center.
Telling you, man, move Roman to center.
Roman and Jaron, if Jaron's still on the team, Roman and Jaron are gonna alternate DH. But then where's Yoshida? Like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. The Red Sox are not done, by the way. The offseason is not over. The Red Sox are going to make another move. I'm very, very, very confident in that.
If they don't trade an outfielder, and I hate this, I hate to say it, but the only obvious choice is to put Sadon at second. And I don't like it because he's the best outfielder in all of baseball. But it's the only thing that makes sense is to put him at second. With that logjam in the outfield, put Roman in center, Jaron in left,
Why would
Abreu in
Roman
right.
play center? He's not that quick. Jaron will play center.
Yeah,
but
that's true. That's true. Jaron would play center.
Jaron doesn't have the arm to play center. I don't know. This is a conversation for another pod.
Yeah. Okay.
But like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
My National League MVP, I honestly don't know. I mean, Shohei Ohtani was minus 50,000 odds last year for a reason. Like, it was Kyle Schwarber and then Juan Soto.
I would go Schwarber or Soda.
But like Schwarber cannot win the MVP because Ohtani exists.
Exactly.
They're both DHs and Ohtani pitches.
Especially he's pitching this year. It's gonna be Ohtani.
Yeah, it sucks. He might win it like 10 years in a row. Like, there's a chance.
it's literally wraps for any if I'm that dude. To be honest, that's incentive not to go to the Dodgers just so you can win an MVP in the AL.
Exactly, bro. Like 100%.
That's literally incentive not to go to the Dodgers.
I'm just thinking of anyone else that I can pick in the National League. I mean, there's no one else I can even
really
pick.
No one. There's like
Lindor because of his WAR, but that's if he hits 35 home runs, which is very not likely. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say Ketel Marte.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure. I'll just for the hell of it, I'll pick.
It would
Ketel
never
Marte.
happen, but
I'd love
to see it.
Ketel Marte is one of my favorite non-Red Sox in the league.
Yeah.
He always has been, and he has that potential. I mean, that's a great call, honestly. Like, I hate the guy, but the only guy who could give Ohtani a run for his money if he goes insane is like Pete Crow Armstrong. But it's not going to happen.
Let's end the podcast.
Sorry.
Dude.
Okay, you're right.
That's just, I don't want to.
With that awful take that I don't even like myself, even though I said it, that is going to do it. Connor
2 hours and 46 minutes into this podcast, Leo Warnoff.
How are we even alive? I'm starving, Connor. I still need to hit the gym.
Yeah,
we're getting back into the swing of things. We're going to be in the booth soon enough here. We cannot thank you enough for our partners at KCR College Radio, for all the people who support us, our family, our friends. And even though we're in the exact same outfits and in the exact same room on the exact same day, this has been the 3rd episode of the Tec'd podcast. Of course, Leo Warnoff, Connor Zacone, your favorite pair of techs. We're teched up to be here. Not anymore because we've been sitting here for way too long. Take care, y'all.